You see, you can't do the same thing and expect different results. Whatever United is doing now, obviously it's not working. They are losing games for fun, and it doesn't look like, if you look at the Casemiros, the Brunos, these are professionals of the game. And you can't tell me it's just a particular system that they can't figure it out. Okay. So for me, if it is not working, start from somewhere. So win games, build confidence, then gradually you bring what you want. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dennis and I'm here with
Patrick.
Okay, United just finished playing today with Sunderland. Probably most would say it's a game that they should have won anyway, but they won comfortably 2-0. And Amorim was under a lot of pressure and he was able to get this win and probably get the media off his back a little. Now, based on the game that we watched, do you think that it was a game that we expected them to win anyway, or Amorim had to come with something special here?
Well, I think that unfortunately for Manchester United, these games were games that on a very good day, on an EPL weekend, we expect Manchester to win such a game. But now, anytime Manchester has a game to play, we don't know the outcome. Yeah. So we are a bit jittery. Okay. So they winning the game against Sunderland, I think was a good one for Amorim. Okay. Because of course, now, regardless of the team you play, you're supposed to take a win. Okay. Because of how bad your performance has been so far. So I think that kudos to them. I think there's a lot to be done still. I watched the game. There were a lot of chances that they missed. There's something that is not connecting well at their front attack. Okay. And I feel as though that Mbeumo is not being impactful enough. Is it? Yeah. I see him running a lot. I see him doing a lot of step overs on the ball and whatnot. But the final touch there is not cutting it for me. Okay. So I think Amorim has a lot of work to do. Okay. I have a very soft spot for Amorim. Why? I just feel as though that he has inherited something that is quite difficult to change. Okay. Yes. So seeing him win in this particular game, I'm been quite excited. But the question I keep on asking myself, does this win mean anything actually? Since he came in, he's not won a game back to back. Well, so as to whether they can, so we can see that things have changed now. No, they still not won a game back to back. Okay. SESKO has scored in the last 2 games. Do you think he's coming good for them? I don't think so. Oh, why? I don't think so. I don't know. The hype we had around SESKO, I'm not expecting him to be banging in goals every weekend. Yeah. But then I think there's something wrong with his positioning, where he's supposed to be at every given time. Yeah. I don't know what he's expected to be doing, what role he's expected to be playing. But then he looks a bit lost on the pitch sometimes. Sometimes I actually can watch a whole first half of Man U game and I don't even realize he's on the pitch, even regardless of how tall he is. You know? So I don't know, maybe Amorim has a lot of work to do at that side as well. Both of his goals have been poacher's goal. It's not like he's able to basically control the ball. Exactly, no. It's a tap-in or probably there is a whole lot of scaffold in the box and then he finds a way. Yeah. So maybe it's not the way the United faithful will want it to be, but 2 goals is still 2 goals. You can't take that away from him. He scored 2 goals. Why do you think there's a lot of spotlight on Bruno, captain? Well, first of all, he's a leader. Yeah. And a lot is expected of him. But there's this, he has a particular demeanor when he's playing football. I think his complaints are too many. Yeah, he always complains. Yeah, he's always complaining. And I think he needs to realize that where Manchester United is now, he's a leader of the team. And when it matters most, he needs to show up. Recently, the penalty he missed is unpardonable. Yeah. He can't be pardoned for that. Yeah. Because they really needed that goal to actually get the last game they lost. Yeah. They lost. So it's very problematic because aside the penalty he missed, I don't know. So first the blame was on the coach for playing him out of position. So people were saying that because he's being played out of position, he's not giving his best. Yeah. But then I still feel that he's not the Bruno I saw last season. Really? Yeah, he's not the Bruno I saw last season. I don't think he's playing badly. Last season, basically, he was the most creative player in Europe. Yeah, exactly. He created more chances. Is he the same Bruno this season? There was no one to
finish the chances off. But this season, I think it's early days yet. And you see, when the team is not doing well, I mean, no matter how many chances you create, I mean, you can't land everything on him. I think he's actually shown up very well for the team. But why he's being scapegoated, I don't know why. Because I feel for a captain, I mean, his quality on the ball shows.
Yeah.
And he has a good shot in him. So I don't know why people are always picking on him to be the problem. Some fans are even calling for him to be sold. But this guy has really given a lot to United.
I mean, he has. So just that to whom much is given, much is expected, you know. I mean, since you are the leader, and of course, when there are a few episodes of maybe having an opportunity to take us out of a loss in the game and get a penalty, you know, you get a lot of backlash. But I think that once he chooses to remain in the Manchester United club in the team, there will be a lot that will be expected from him.
Okay.
So maybe we'll be bashing him too much, but I think that he should realize that they are coming out of a particular problem. And as a coach, he's going to rely on you as the captain to help him, I mean, realize some of these results.
Okay. Yeah. On the transfer market, I'll say United went safe. They decided to go for two players who are already playing in the Premier League. And between the two of them last season, I think they contributed almost, was it 60 goals or so?
I know this guy.
That is Cunha and Mbeumo.
Yeah.
And there was a whole lot of hype as to what they were going to bring, because if you, on paper, if you have the guy who creates the most chances and the guys who are experienced in the Premier League and they can put the ball behind the net, you're expecting that, I mean, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Do you think Cunha and Mbeumo have lived up to the hype?
No, I don't think so. I don't know about Cunha. I've been quite disappointed. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have been.
He's had injuries, huh?
Yeah, he has. I mean, that was very unfortunate anyway. But then I was expecting much more from him. And I was actually expecting Amorim to pair both of them in a game. Okay. I don't know whether it's because of the injury that Cunha got, or maybe Amorim is still trying to test the waters. But I'm not really seeing the kind of hype that they got in getting into the season.
Okay.
I think that Mbeumo is working a lot. His work rate is very high.
Yeah.
But the outcome is not the best. You know, so I think that should be looked at.
Isn't it a case of, like he said for Liverpool, still gelling with your new teammates?
Yeah, so I can confidently say that I think he's one of the players who have taken off well. Not well in the sense that he's scoring goals or banging in goals.
Yeah.
But I think that the balls are getting to him. He's making the runs, but I don't think that his decision making at the final end is quite the best.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, there's a lot to do apart from running. You know, but I think personally, maybe Man U fans might think, not agree with me, but I think he's doing much more running than giving us something out of the running he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Amorim winning today, do you think it's a sign of things to change?
I want to think so.
Really? Did you see anything in the game that made you think that United are playing better than usual?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
So what makes you think anything is going to change?
I didn't, but I realized that in the game of football, regardless of how you play, a win will always build your confidence into the next game.
Yeah.
You know, so I think what matters most now for Amorim, regardless of how they play, they just need to win a game just to build their confidence as he's trying to fix the team.
Yeah.
So I didn't see anything significant today. But anytime Amorim wins a game, I just feel as though, okay, it's a stepping stone for them to have that confidence to try to build up the team at the level it has to be at.
There is this saying that the international break have come at a bad time for them, because just when their confidence is up, they have to go off for about 2 weeks.
And some players might get in.
Exactly, and the players will come back, and now you have to start all over again.
Yeah.
So probably the international break have not come at the right
time for him. Yeah.
Now, the other thing is that we've seen a lot of players that Amorim basically pushed out of the club because he thought they were not good enough.
Yeah.
And the list goes on and on. I mean, some of their very young talents that United fans were seeing to be the next, let's say, club of 99. But Amorim have come in, and then the Marcus Rashford, the Garnachos, he's basically face them all out. And they go to other places and they perform. Højlund's, I mean, he couldn't even sniff goals in the last season. I think the whole season he scored about 2 or 3 goals. In Champions League, he scored 2 for Napoli. And he came out to say he now understands why Haaland was scoring a lot of goals, because De Bruyne is someone who can pick you up very easily. Do you think Amorim's man management is a problem? Because these players cannot all be bad.
Yes. I think Amorim, his man management was poor in the beginning. Because of the heat of the moment, trying to turn things around in the club, I think he should have relaxed a bit. You know, because you couldn't, I mean, Rome was not built in a day. You couldn't have changed all the rules of Manchester United within a day. So the level of discipline you was expecting from the players, sit down, don't go yet, don't do this. I think in the beginning was a bit too much. You know, if he had taken his time, I think this would have been a time the players would be coming around. You know, because like you're saying, I mean, you have a player like Højlund, that guy, I never understood his football.
Really?
I was always struggling.
always putting in the right effort.
I was always struggling when I was watching him, but now look at him at Napoli. And look at Rashford at Barcelona.
Rashford is now a key player in Barcelona.
Look at the kind of game Garnacho played today with Chelsea. You know, so imagine you still had all these talents in Manchester United. You would be good. In fact, you wouldn't even need Mbeumo and Cunha. You know, so I think, I mean, when we have these discussions, I mean, the coaches have a huge role to play in managing these boys.
Is it not the club's duty to say, I mean, these are our boys, they are from the academy, so we want to keep them?
It's at a point it will be a club's duty, but when you have a team that is in crisis and you bring a coach to come and change the problem, you are forced to actually accept the decision of the coach, because then if he doesn't, if you don't listen to him, then anything goes wrong. You're like, I wanted to sack them and he said they should stay.
But here's the case, if eventually Amorim is sacked and now you've lost all these talents, doesn't that now tend to be you shooting yourself in the foot?
No, but then, you know, it gets to a point where you need to take a decision. You know, if it goes well for you, good. If it doesn't, I mean, of course, you can look at what you did wrong and change it next time. But I think that was the push-up, because when Amorim came in, he came in as a darling boy, and you know, I'm sure he was given room to make certain decisions and whatnot. But for me, anytime I watch the Rashfords and Højlunds and all that, I get very disappointed, because I know how passionate a player like Rashford was about Manchester United. He really loved the club, you know? But I just believe that he should have handled things better. And one thing that we should also agree on, the kind of players you are surrounded by determines your performance a lot.
It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. You know, so I even saw Haaland posting something on IG, said feed him. You know, he was talking about De Bruyne, because he's played with De Bruyne before. And he knows what De Bruyne can do. So if you don't have those caliber of players around you, look, you can have all the talents in the world. If you are not fed with the ball at the right time at the right place, you can play a whole season, nobody will see your talent. You know, so I think that it's actually a big problem that Manchester United has, letting all these players go. But then I believe that Amorim would have learned his lessons.
United's problems. I struggle to pinpoint what exactly is the issue. Amorim is being very stubborn about his system, saying that if we win, it's not the system. If we lose, it's the system. And he has said that there's nothing that's going to make him change the system, although they are losing. Is it him being stubborn? Because you had a transfer window to bring in the players you want, and you decided to focus entirely on your forward line. And you didn't bring in the required midfielders and whatever you need, because last season, one thing that he kept saying a lot, that he doesn't have the players that can play his style of football, which I think it's neither here nor there. Because, I mean, these players are professionals and they will be able to play whatever you want them to play. So, is Amorim the problem, or is it the players?
Well, I mean, he's a coach of the team. We can't take everything on the players. But then you said something which I have a different opinion on. When Amorim is interviewed and asked about his formation, and he's being asked to change it, and I really struggle to understand how people are expecting Amorim to actually come out and say that, oh, okay, you guys say I should change my formation, so I've changed it.
They want him to adapt.
Adapt to what formation?
No, but the whole point
adapt
is
to what
that
exactly?
You are losing.
So adapt to what?
These players are used to playing for at the back.
with their former coaches.
Yes.
But I can't. That is not my strategy.
But here's the case.
So why should I use that?
Your strategy is bringing the team down.
So how do I use a strategy that I believe won't work for me?
So what you're saying,
and I should just change it because everybody's saying I should change it.
Only knows one way of playing football.
I don't think he knows one way. The last time he said something, you see, whatever he's trying to work on now, he wants to see a certain improvement before, if he has to tweak it a bit, he does. So when people say that, Amorim says that he's not going to change his formation, and for that matter, he hasn't spoken well, or he didn't say the right thing.
He's stubborn.
I don't think he's stubborn. I don't think he's stubborn because, I mean, you see, eventually, if his formation starts working for him, what would that mean? So if the formation we ask him to change, if he changes and it still doesn't work, what would that mean? So I'll be better off sticking to what I know, what I believe that is going to work, and make sure that it works, rather than trying to...
Have you seen anything that tells you that it's going to work?
Well, yeah, but they won a game today.
I mean, come on, of course they are going to. I mean, if United can't beat Sunderland, then that one, there's a problem.
Sunderland has caught some teams in the
I know, but still, United at home against Sunderland, if you can't beat them,
bro,
then
United has lost to very small teams in their home this season.
I get that, but still.
So I'm saying, no, but you see, I really, and I think Amorim, sometimes I believe he talks a bit too much, and it's out of frustration. And he's in a place where anybody can easily judge him. And that is a place Amorim finds himself. So it's very easy to pinpoint, issues on him and say all kinds of things. But he's in a hard place, and he needs to remain firm, and he needs to know what exactly he's doing and what the outcome is going to be.
It could cost him the job before the end of the year. If United continue losing, he could lose his job.
No, so let me ask you. So you guys want Amorim to change his style of play and play what style?
No, that's not the point. You see, the point is that you can't do the same thing and expect different results. Whatever United is doing now, obviously it's not working. They are losing games for fun, and it doesn't look like, if you look at the Casemiros, the Brunos, these are professionals of the game. You can't tell me it's just a particular system that they can't figure it out. So for me, if it is not working, start from somewhere. So win games, build confidence, then gradually you bring what you want.
I think he's been winning some important. He won a game. Was it against Arsenal or Chelsea? He won.
It was Chelsea.
He won
that one. You can't say, okay, you go.
And I also believe that in discussing this Amorim issue, you asked the question in the beginning: is it the Amorim or the players?
Yes.
Now, the players also have a role to play.
Of course, yeah.
The players have a huge role to play. And it's just unfortunate. We always argue it out. If the team goes and play a game and the players on the pitch don't perform, the buck stops with the coach. They're going to blame you. But I still feel as though that Amorim's case is a bit multifaceted, because now he's trying to resolve a problem. There are some players who are not pulling their weight. So at the same time, is it his formation that is not working, or is the players who are not performing? So it's like it's quite he's in a fix, So I actually side with him when he says that I'm going to do my best to make sure that this formation I am using works out. If it doesn't, and it costs me my job, why not?
I think it's a stubborn approach. Anyway, guys, join the conversation. Do you think Ruben Amorim can turn things around for United, or do you think he needs to be sacked? Tell us what you think, United fans. Join the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
See you soon.
Cheers.